So, advanced Java, first topic is JDBC, and we were talking yesterday some part, and I will be a bit of revision making. Observe. Java database communication. So, Java database communication in any real-time Java project, Java should communicate with database. The basic style of Java database communication is JDBC. Whatever may be the other ways, this is the basis. Okay. How we are going to learn? Java and database communication forms client-server architecture. It is also called as what is JDBC architecture? Client-server architecture. Java program is the client, database server. Java program communicates with database to perform CRUD operations. Very good. Whenever Java program wants to communicate with database, Java program side, two things required, I told you. One is JDBC driver, another is JDBC API. Java program is running in which computer? In that computer, two things must be installed. Otherwise, Java database communication not possible. What those two things? One is JDBC API. The other thing is JDBC driver. Okay. What is JDBC API? Simple library methods. Predefined methods. JDBC technology creators given set of library methods. All of them belong to which package I told yesterday? Java.sql package. That's all. Java program to perform any task with the database, it uses these library methods. But thank God you need not separately install anything. The moment JDK, Java Development Kit is installed, along with that, JDBC API installed. Over. What is the other thing required? Java program. Okay. So yesterday, I was talking about two things are required in the Java program side. One is a library. Using those library methods, Java program communicates with the database. Another thing is JDBC driver. What is a JDBC driver? JDBC driver is a translation software. Between Java program and the database server, you need a software mediator called driver. Driver is a software written in Java, should be installed in the client side. What are the duties of the driver? Java program wants to insert one record. Java program makes a method call. Java method call not understandable to database server. It is understandable only to driver because it is written in Java. So Java program makes a method call received by the driver. Driver translates the method call into SQL call and passes on to the database. It performs the CRUD operation. The result of the CRUD operation, database server gives to driver. The response given by the database will be in SQL type. What does the driver do? Translates that SQL type into Java type and gives to the Java program. So, two heterogeneous environments. Okay, between Java and database, driver acts as a mediator. Mediator. Without JDBC driver, no Java database communication. But it will be behind the scenes. It will not come into the foreground. So, it will not come into the foreground. It will be in the background. Driver is not directly visible to you, but every time it only will be doing the story. How? In the program you will get the clarity. That's all. So next I was talking yesterday only one thing, JDBC programming model. This diagram is the JDBC programming model. So whenever a Java program wants to communicate with the database, these steps should be followed. I did not explain. Today I will be explaining. Today's session is explanation of each step of JDBC programming model. Once these steps are clear, we are eligible for programming. First, let us become strong conceptually, and then you can do coding. Okay, that is the point. So, let us start exactly today's story. Question is, explain about JDBC programming model. Explain about JDBC programming model. So this diagram, each step I will be explaining. Okay. First step is the first box, requesting for connection. So always Java program should connect to the database server in order to perform CRUD operations. First step is requesting for connection. Okay. So requesting for connection. So Java program and database, when they are communicating, it is client server architecture. Always it is client's duty to connect to the database server. It is client's duty to connect to the database server. So Java program's first duty is request for connection. Okay, so Java program being a client should get connected to the database server. Being a client, Java program is a client. To whom? Database. Rule, client server architecture rule is client should connect to the server. Okay. So how Java program gets connection? In two ways, Java program gets connection. One is using driver manager. Java program asks driver manager to provide the connection. And another way is also there, that is called data source. Please remember driver manager. First we will see driver manager style. Later I will show you data source style of requesting for connection. Okay, so how Java program gets connection with the database server? Java program makes use of, okay, driver manager or data source. Don't worry about the meanings now. If anybody asks you in the interview, okay, how can a Java program connect to the database server? Driver manager is basic style of connectivity without connection pooling. Data source is advanced style of getting the connection with the database server. You can say any Java program in two styles can get connected to the database server. One style is driver manager. Another style is data source. Okay. In the program, you will get the idea, please. Okay. So, by calling get connection method, so Java program should make which method call? Get connection. Rough idea sake, remember. Program, I'm not developing the program now. The program development time, you will get total clarity. By calling get connection method, okay, on driver manager or data source, JDBC client requests for database connection. Tell me who provides connection to the Java program? Driver manager. How Java program can request for connection? It makes a method call. Any Java program can do only one thing, method call. Which method call? Get connection. So Java program requests for connection by calling which method? Get connection. So get connection method is called on the driver manager or on the data source. Okay. So that's all. In the program, get connection takes what arguments, whether it takes arguments or not, all that you will be learning. No, sir, what we understood here, you may feel very simple. In two ways, okay, a Java program can get connected to the database. One way is without connection pooling. Another way is with connection pooling. Sir, what is connection pool? Last topic of JDBC, at that time I will tell connection pool concept. It is too early. Don't ask that as a doubt. Don't ask that as a doubt. Excuse me. So, please remember, once again I am saying, don't be foolish. Some people feel I am not understanding. What you will understand? You will understand when I give the program. I am giving you just a rough idea. Just have the idea, control yourself. Attend one more session. I write the program. I will explain the program. I will show you how a Java program connects to the database server. Then 100% clarity will come. Now, just term, that's all. So, how Java program requests for connection? What is the answer? By calling which method? Get connection method. Java program asks whom for connection? Java program asks either driver manager or data source. Basically, first part we see with driver manager, last part we'll see with data source. Without connection pooling, it is driver manager. With connection pooling, data source. But method is get connection method on. That's all. Over. Now, who connected to whom? Java program connected to the database server. Program time, more clarity will come. That's all. With this, what is over? Java program got connected to the database server. Very good. So, some programming idea sake, connection is equal to driver manager dot get connection. Some arguments it will take. Leave it. So now tell me, in Java program, which method is called? Get connection method is called. Get connection is a JDBC API method, library method. It belongs to driver manager class. It is a static method. Because it is a static method, class name dot method. Okay. Tell me 4 points about get connection. It is a library method, JDBC API method. Belongs to which class? Driver manager class. It is what kind of method? Static method. What does it do? It provides a connection to the Java program. And yesterday, somebody was asking me, sir, will you cover any design patterns? Okay. Because he might have learnt already advanced Java, recapitulation sake, he might have come. Please observe here. In this line, factory design pattern is there. If I tell that now, you will get confused and you will run away. Tomorrow also you will not come to the class. After first program is over, I will talk about that Okay, factory design pattern. Okay, so now tell me who connected to whom? Java program connected to the database server. Okay, very good. So this is the Java program logged into client logged in to whom? To the database. So who logged? Client, JDBC client logged into the database server. Client's session started. Client's session started. Within that session, until the session is closed, Java program can perform any number of CRUD operations. So exactly here, exactly what happened is Java program logged into the database server. Whose session started? Client's session started. Object-oriented representation of JDBC client's session. Okay, observe this. It's a very technical thing. Try to digest. Object-oriented representation of JDBC client's session with the database server is nothing but connection object. That's it. Simple way, ordinary way. What happened in 13th line? Java program, okay, handshook with database server, handshaking. In networking terminology, client connecting to the server is technically called as handshaking. Who has shaken hands with whom? Java program has shaken hands with database server. Any client connected to the server means client logged into the server. Now one session created. So everything is an object in Java. Even client's session also an object. Somebody asked in the interview, what is connection? Connection is object. What does it represent? What does it represents is Java programs session. One session started. With whom? Database. As long as this session is active, so long Java program can perform CRUD operations with the database server. Exactly that is the point, please. Okay. So while doing programming, you will get further clarity. That's all. Exactly, let me revise for 1 minute. First box. Whenever Java program wants to perform CRUD operations with database, first step is it has to connect to the database server. How can a Java program connect to the database server? In two ways it can connect. One way is driver manager, another way is data source. Before JDBC is over, I will cover both the styles. Beginning, we'll see driver manager. So our Java program will ask the driver manager to provide the connection. How? By calling a method called getConnection. So between the Java program and database server, connection is established. Who logged into whom? Java program logged into the database server. That login, we call it as one session. That session in object style represented session is nothing but connection object. In the interview, what do you know about connection object? Anybody asks, you know what you have to say? Object oriented representation of, okay, JDBC client's session with database server. So Java program's login session with the database server is represented as an object. That object is the connection object. Okay, so as long as this session is active. That is, this connection is open. So as long as this client's session is active means connection is open. So long Java program can perform CRUD operations with the database. So observe this diagram. I did not explain this diagram yesterday. What is the first step? Requesting for connection. What is the last step? Closing the connection. First box is login to the database server. Last step is log out of the session. So between login and logout, okay, any number of times Java program can perform database operations, insertions, deletions, and all that. So that's all. Once you are done with database operations, you are done means Java program sufficient to do with database operations, connection can be closed. Over. So this is first step, please. Now what is the second step? Creating the statement object. These are the steps you have to follow, that's all. You cannot question why. You have to follow, otherwise don't use JDBC, that's all. Now the discussion is second step in JDBC programming model. Second is creating statement object. Creating the statement object. So after connection is established, one more step is creating the statement object. How to create? By calling create statement method. By calling create statement method on the connection object, by calling create statement method on the connection object, statement object is created. Observe how statement object created. Statement is equal to connection dot create statement. Observe carefully. Which method is called to create the statement object? Which method is called? Create statement method is called. On which object? Connection object. So please remember, in Java, a method is called on the object or on the class. Not using the object method is called blunder. So JDBC client is calling which method? Create statement method. On which object? Connection object. So look at this. Look at this line, line number 13. Java program is calling which method? Get connection method on the driver manager. Here, actually, driver manager is a Java class. So get connection is what kind of method? Static method. Static method is called on the class. And get connection method is static method, but create statement is not a static method, it is instance method. So always instance method can be called on the object. So program time I will further elaborate. Just remember, a method is called either on the object or on the class. Get connection method is called on the class because it is a static method. Create statement is not a static method. It is instance method, non-static method. Non-static method can be called only on the object. First question is why to create the statement object and how to create the statement object. Now I am showing you how to create the statement object. Orally somebody asked you how to create the statement object. What should be the answer? By calling which method? Create statement method. By calling create statement method on the connection object, statement object is created. That much only you have to know now. Then why to create the statement object? Statement object is the designatory. Okay. Object to submit an SQL statement from a Java program to the DBMS. So first of all, how to create a statement object. Second question is why to create the statement object. By using statement object only, Java program can send an SQL statement to the DBMS. Already connection object is there now. Then why to create statement? Sorry. Connection object represents login session. That's all. Another object is designed for submitting the SQL statement. That is the important thing, please. So tell me, whenever you are writing a JDBC program, how to log into the database server? Driver manager dot get connection. But using connection object, can you send the SQL statement to the DBMS? No. Connection represents only login session. Cannot perform CRUD operations. Another object is given the duty. Which object? Statement object. So whenever from a Java program, you want to send an SQL statement to the DBMS to perform the CRUD operation, you have to use which object? Statement object. How to create the statement object? Very simple. Connection dot create statement. By calling create statement method on the connection object, statement object is created. Story is over. That's all. With this, second box is over. Now, third box, submitting the SQL statement. Submitting the SQL statement. Okay. Next. Side heading is submitting the SQL statement. Please remember, Java program's intention is to perform CRUD operations. Without sending SQL statement to the DBMS, no CRUD operation is possible. Take it for granted. You should learn SQL. Yesterday, some of you were asking me doubt. Sir, should we learn SQL to learn advanced Java? So please remember, basic of SQL idea sufficient to learn JDBC. Even that I teach also. But without mastering SQL, foolishly never try to attend any interview for Java software developer. Please remember, unless you are very strong in SQL, it's a serious joke that you will be appointed. That is why in our institute, core Java joining time only, okay, our admins will suggest you to learn Oracle or front-end HTML and all. That is also required. This is also required. Once again, I repeat, you need not master SQL. Basic idea. Even that basic I also teach while doing programming. But sorry, it is not sufficient to get the job. You have to learn Oracle batch. People say Oracle batch, Oracle batch. In fact, you will be learning SQL there. Okay, that's all. What is the next story? From the Java program, how to send a SQL statement. Okay, observe. Statement object has two methods to submit an SQL statement to the DBMS. From the Java program, to send an SQL statement to the DBMS, which object is used? Statement object is used. It has how many methods? Two methods. One method is execute update. Execute update. This is one method. Another method. Okay, so it takes, you know what as argument? String DML. Another is execute query. String DRL. Observe carefully. What is the purpose of execute update? If you want to insert a record or delete a record or update a record, it is known as DML operation, data manipulation language statement. So, execute update method is used to submit what SQL statements? Insert, update, and delete SQL statements to the DBMS. So from the Java program, if you want to submit insert statement or update statement or delete statement, we use which method? Execute update. Single method only. All three DML operations, insertion, updation, and deletion, we use the same method called execute update. Okay, minimum 3-4 programs we'll do with execute update. You will get full clarity on that. Very good. And what is the next story? Execute query. What is the purpose of this method? Execute query method is used to submit what? Select statement. Select statement to the DBMS. So whenever from the Java program you want to send a select statement, data retrieval, see the parameter. Execute update method takes SQL statement as string argument. Execute query method takes again string SQL statement as argument. Execute query takes select statement as string argument. Execute update will take insert, delete, update, those as string arguments. These two methods belong to whom? Statement object. How to use them? Well, once I write the program, you will get the clarity. Okay. So that is the story of which box? Third box. Submitting the SQL step. So, first box, Java program connected to the database server. Second box created the statement object. Third box, using that statement object, okay, sending the SQL statement using two library methods. Everything method call only. I told you so many times. Here, what is the method call? Get connection. So here, what is the method call? Create statement. In Java, everything is method call only. Here, what is next? Another method call. Execute update. Or what? Execute update or execute query. Execute query. Each step one method call. Okay. If it is insertion, deletion, updation, execute update. Data retrieval by submitting select statement, execute query. That's all. Three steps of three method calls. Very good. Now the next story is processing and presenting the result. In the program only we can explain that. That step we cannot write now. Okay. So therefore, this step cannot be explained now. It cannot be explained now. Processing and presenting. In the program only, while performing the task only, exactly how to process, how to present, clarity will come. Separate step explanation not possible for fourth box. But definitely we have to do it. Okay, fine. Next story, closing the statement and closing the connection. Okay. So program time you will get more clarity, but some idea I will give here. Some of you may get bored, but you can beautifully face the interview. 80% of the people don't know, working people, not students not knowing. Why to close the statement? 80% of the working people also don't know. We have to close, that's all as a rule like. Okay. So what is the next box? Closing the statement. How to close and why to close, I will explain. So that's what. So next class, programming only, please. Now once concept is clear, you can learn programming beautifully, right? How to close a statement? How to close the statement and why to close the statement? By calling close method on the statement object, comma, statement is closed. Okay, so statement dot close. Statement dot close. And one more important point I will tell you here. Sir, should we use Eclipse? Should we use IntelliJ? Should we use Notepad? Sir, should we use MySQL? Should we use Oracle? These are all side businesses. First, learn JDBC thoroughly. I will use Notepad only for doing basic first programs. Then I will show you IDE, how to configure the driver using IDE. I will show you with MySQL. In 1 minute, I can show you with Oracle also. Which DBMS, which ID brand does not matter. Foolishly don't fall into that. Okay, it is nothing business. Learning JDBC is the major story, please. Some people guided by some others like, No, they are executing through Eclipse. I am executing. Nonsense. Execution, what is there in 5 minutes you can learn. But concept of JDBC programming learning, that is important. IDE is not important for learner. Okay, always learner at this stage should not use IDE is my personal opinion. But you may like it or you may not like it. Because if you are using IDE only write the total code. Now then what you will do? Okay, IDE intelligence will give you a package name and all that. But what you will remember? That's why I'm against. But I can teach better than anybody IDE, please. I will show you everything in IDE also. But learning time, okay. Once you start high-end Spring Boot microservices, once you start doing projects, never use a notepad kind of thing. You should use IDE only. Okay, so that is the reason why don't think about IDE, don't think about DBMS product. Okay, concentrate on JDBC concepts and JDBC programming knowledge. Okay, fine. Now the discussion is why to close the statement. How to close the statement? Simple. By calling close method on the statement object, statement is closed. So to release JDBC resources of the JDBC client maintained by the database server, comma, statement should be closed in JDBC. I know you will get confused with this statement. I told you, 80% of the people don't know this. Working people, students not knowing is not a problem. Okay, fine. So, what is the meaning of this? If I tell now if I tell without writing the program, you feel, oh, it is very difficult, I am not understanding, kind of feeling you will get. That is why I have just written here and I am reserving explanation for this. But still I will tell you, Java program side, whenever we create a statement object, database side, to execute the SQL statement, some memory area will be allocated. Java program side, you created the statement object, but the moment you created the statement object in the Java program, database server side, for that Java program's SQL statements execution sake, some memory allocation will be happening. That is called JDBC resources are maintained by the database server. Once your database operations are over, you tell the database server, thank you server, you served me beautifully, bye for now. Whatever you are maintaining for me, please release them, otherwise it will become a burden for you. This is called graceful logout. Simply speaking, why to close the statement? To release the JDBC resources. That's all. Simple. But technically, you will more understand in the program. Okay? That is the point. And the last box. Okay. The last thing is closing the connection. Last thing is closing the connection. Once we have some idea on this, we will be eligible for writing the program. Side heading, closing the connection. How to close the connection? Why to close the connection? By calling close method on the connection object, comma, connection is closed in the JDBC client. JDBC client means Java program. So by calling close method on the connection object, connection is closed in the Java program. Very simple. How? Connection dot close. That's all. Why to close? Simple. Typing is simple for me, copy paste, but technically, very important thing. Now you may be afraid if I teach to release networking resources. Okay. You write Java code wrong, no problem. If you forget to close now, you will lose the job. Not to lose the job, you have to close the connection, please. Not to lose the job, you have to close the connection. Very good. So, why to close the connection means whenever driver manager dot get connection object created Java program side. Who connected to whom? Java program connected to the database server. But if you are a technical computer science engineering student, okay, otherwise leave it. Nobody will teach it actually. Okay, the moment Java program connected to the database server, this client's socket maintained by the database server. Whose socket who will maintain? Java programs client socket means some networking details. Who will maintain? Database server will maintain. How long? That is called TCP IP socket connection. If you are too technical and too particular, TCP IP socket connection, who will maintain? Database server will maintain. How long? Until Java program says connection dot close, it will maintain. The moment you say connection dot close in the Java program, you know what will happen? That connection object, that socket will be released. So in the program, more explanation will come. Okay, so releasing the networking resources is nothing but releasing the socket. Who will maintain whose socket? Database server maintains the client socket. So for that sake, we have to close the connection. Okay, so just ignore that technicality, ignore. Okay, and exactly today I explained, okay, what is that? JDBC, I mean programming, JDBC programming model I explained. 2-3 minutes I revise just because it's very important in between like. So tell me, what is the method call for requesting for connection? Method is get connection. So Java program will be connected to the database server. How to create a statement object? By calling create statement method, statement object created. How to submit SQL statement to the Java program? Execute update or execute query. That's it. Depends upon. If it is select statement, execute query. Insert, delete, update, that. Processing in the program only I can show, I told you. Closing the statement, just close method. Okay, close method. And closing the connection, that is also close method. So close method, that's all. So totally get connection, create statement, execute update, execute query, close. So this is what I have been talking, please. And because I cannot complete the program today intentionally, that's why I'm not starting the program. With these fundamentals, with these basics, with this theoretical concept, you will enjoy programming from tomorrow. Okay. And my teaching for today is over. And I suggest you strongly, if you are really intelligent, listen to the doubts asked by the students. You will get more clarity on the subject. You may not ask the doubt. Others may ask reasonable doubts. And you can be patient. Na? Just 20 minutes, if you listen to them, you learn more. Yes, please. Now, doubt session. Students, one request is, before you ask the doubt, you just tell who are you. My name is Vikram. I have this doubt. Like that you ask, please. That is minimum protocol, no? Right? Yes, please. Students can ask doubts.
Yes, my name is Karthik.
Yes.
Yeah. For example, first step is request for connection. If you are working with MySQL DB, you have to submit like root and password, right? So that's why we are creating log. You are telling like
Oh,
login functionalities. Like
yeah.
root and password is the to
I did
uh,
not tell na root and all. Already you learned advanced Java. Second time you are listening.
no.
Then
My
how do
question
you
is
know that? Yeah, exactly. Credentials we have to pass.
okay.
Get connection, it takes arguments. Now it will take username, password, database
Okay.
server address. We call it as URL. We have to supply actually.
Okay.
That's what, na sir, your doubt.
Yeah.
So get connection is not a zero argument method. It takes
Okay.
arguments.
Okay.
Means to log into the database server, credentials required, na username, password.
Yeah.
That username, password, and address of the database server. That's called database URL or connection string. We have to pass. That's why I told.
Okay.
Program time, more clarity will come. That's why I told. Very good. Very good.
Then have one doubt in that one.
Ah.
Session means how many minutes it will take to open that connection? Up to how many hours it will take? Like
Until you close. Until you close, it will maintain.
okay.
Sir, that is administrator. Developer, how many minutes, a session timeout happening. That is beyond our scope actually. Don't think too much. Okay. Right.
Thank you,
Right.
sir.
Right. Any others, please?
Sir, first of all, sir, thank you. Great training, sir. My name is Naveen. I
Yes.
would like to understand, sir, one stupid question, sir.
No problem. Never. Questions will never be stupid. Answers may
Uh,
be stupid.
when you have mentioned the driver,
Hmm.
uh, right,
Hmm.
as we learned with a command called new to create an object.
Ah.
But here it is not using any new command, which is little confusing. Is it some
Ah. There
new
are
methodology?
there are 5 different ways of creating Java object. How
Oh,
many ways?
five.
5. But you learned till now only one.
Only one. One and clone, sir. One more, I
And
think.
one clone is a java.lang.object class method.
Right.
So that is second way. 3 more ways are there.
Oh my God.
And another third way, one is called deserialization. In IO streams, it will come. Don't worry too much. But one more style is called factory design pattern. You observe here, create one method is called internally, it is creating the object and returning the reference of that object. Are you getting, sir, here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is a data type is your statement, which
Statement.
is a
So
class.
within the body of create statement,
Hmm.
whatever you are asking was we'll be doing internally.
Hmm.
Instead of we doing at core Java level, we say employee is equal to new employee. We write like
Right.
that, right?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
That is a simple way. This is the project level way. This is known as factory method.
Hmm.
Create statement is called as which method? Factory method.
Hmm.
What is a factory method? A method that produces object of a class and returning the reference of that object to the caller is a factory method. So factory design pattern is another style of creating the object.
Hmm. Hmm.
Got it, sir?
Yes, sir. So we have to remember like this that this is a factory method. How do I know this is
Exactly. That's
just
all. Only one time, na. Every day, same story, na. It's a
same story?
factory
Yes, sir.
method.
Yes, sir. That confusion is gone. That why I'm making mistake or something. Why
Not
I'm
like that.
using new.
Not like that. So actually, employee E is equal to new employee. Only
Right.
core Java level we write to learn
Right, sir.
class and object.
Right, sir.
Once you are done with that, in lifetime in Java project, you never see that way of creating the object. Okay.
Hmm. Yes.
Either framework creates or container creates or design pattern, factory design pattern creates. New directly you won't see.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that is why step by step, we have to learn. Fifth
Okay.
style is
Hmm.
class dot for name dot new instance. One more method is there to create the object in Java. Okay.
Hmm.
In one question, too much dose it is. Slowly as class progress, I will tell
Yes, yes. Yeah, because thank you, sir.
you. Okay.
Great answer. I was always trying to understand this part in my mind, like why. So it helped me a lot to understand that I'm
Right.
not, I learned new, everyone taught me new. So I was thinking, why not new is not being used? So
Yeah.
that's the confusion. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Great.
Thank you. Any other student, please?
Awesome, sir. Thank you.
Gotcha, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that statement and connection, those are classes, sir.
So that is a different story. They are interfaces. Don't confuse others actually. It will come while program is going on. Don't worry.
Okay. Those are interfaces, sir.
That's why let us wait until see in a movie, a thriller movie, in advance if you tell the ending, na, you will lose interest, right?
But starting time so that I confuse.
I understand. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everything will be cleared. See, I can say, if you know core Java fundamentally, now tell me, what is this? What is this? What I selected, what is that?
Reference
Variable.
type.
It is a
Reference type.
Reference
reference.
variable.
Reference variable or
It is a reference or
reference.
reference variable.
Hmm.
It is not object.
No, sir.
People feel objects are, I have seen objects. Never. If anybody says, I have seen God, believe them, no problem. But if anybody says, I have seen objects, either that fellow is mad or lying. Like objects are never visible in the code, they are in the heap area. Then what is visible? Only their handle, their reference is visible. And please remember, this is a data type. What is this? Data type. It is the variable reference.
Variable.
Yeah. You can create data type either through interface or through class. So
Yes.
like that, please. Definitely it is a reference. In the background, object is created. And whether interface object or class object, sir, how interface object can be created and all the discussions will come later.
Okay, sir.
At
Great.
least some idea you got with this explanation, please.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
But all classes and interfaces belongs to SQL package only, sir.
Exactly. It's a SQL package only. That's why once programming starts, you will enjoy. That's why. That's why.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Right. Thank you. Any other student, please?
Hello,
Hi,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
I am Raghav. I am
Ah,
Raghav Ganguly. My question is, can we use prepared statement?
What?
Prepared prepared statement like here we using
Yeah. That is next level. That is next level. After all, iska khandan ka mamla. Statements child is prepared statement. Wait. Let us use the parent first. Then we go for its child. Without parent, child will not come. Na biology also says that. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt also. I
Ask
cannot
me.
understand why we should close the statement object. Can you please repeat again?
I will not repeat now. In the program, I will repeat. I told you very clearly, just idea, don't get confused. Program time, you will get clarity, I told, sir. So that is the doubt, just stop it.
Okay,
In the,
sir. Thank
after
you.
the program, you will get the clarity, don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any more?
Hi,
Sir,
sir. This is Manoj.
Yes, sir.
No. Yeah. Hi, sir. This is Manoj. Sir,
Yeah.
it is mandatory closing the database connection.
Otherwise, you will lose the job. That's all. Why? In the program time, I will tell you. It's mandatory. That's all. No discounts available.
Okay.
Sir, this is Praveen.
Yes, sir.
Sir, a statement object has two methods, right? Execute query and execute update. Those are static methods or instant methods, or we
Observe
can
here.
use more.
Observe here. Which method? Execute update. No. They are instance methods only. Non-static.
Okay, non-static methods using
Non-static
more methods
method.
also.
Because observe.
Ah,
Statement object has two methods.
okay.
Object has, I mean they are non-static. Coding
Okay.
time you will get more clarity, sir, but definitely they are instance methods.
Okay, we are
Non-static.
using more than two methods also, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Yes, sir.
Sir, how can I got previous classes?
Yes, sir. You have to contact admin, Ashok IT admin. What is there is, you will get previous videos. Okay, you have to contact them, please. Just listening to the class, it's a free batch. If you want to get the video, backup videos also, you have to pay for 499. Okay, and all those details, admin of Ashok IT will tell you, sir. Okay. And please don't worry, that much is not covered. Don't worry. Once programming starts, everything you will understand. Okay. And the notes will be available for you. Okay. From the notes, you yourself will understand. Just one session, some content. Don't worry about that. Yes, sir.
So how we get notes?
I am uploading the notes. You have to again contact admin. You have to register with Ashok IT website. There is standard procedure is there. They have sent you the message how to do it and how to watch it, how to download it. If you have any clarity, just contact admin of Ashok IT once again, please.
Sir, Manas here. Is create statement inside the connection interface?
Huh?
A create statement is inside the connection interface or it is in statement interface?
No, sir. You observe. You observe the all. Method is called on which object?
A statement object.
No. Create statement method is called on which object?
Connection.
It means connection only has that method. Na? It is producing statement object.
Okay.
Got the point. That's why object orientation, we should be having very good clarity. If create statement method belongs to statement, already statement is there, then why to create it again? Got it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Create statement method is called on which object?
Connection.
Using the reference connection. It means it belongs to connection only. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Any other?
Sir, once again, Naveen here on this. Thank you. The statement is the return type of the create statement, if I understand.
Exactly. It's return type only, sir. It's a return type only. Create statement method return type is a statement.
And the statement this small statement that's a reference value. We can give any name,
This
but
is a
for simple.
reference. It
So
is
we can
data type. It is identifier.
identify.
But
So,
generally people write STST. That is not coding conventions proper. In generally teachers write statement ST is equal to, so that easy like.
right.
But rule in coding Indian, industry standard is data type and variable name should be the same.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right.
That's where always from the reading in the core Java, some people teachers are
Just
writing.
ignore. No. That is not the mistake of core Java teacher, please.
No,
If
not
coding,
mistake.
no,
It's coding.
coding standards are taught in core Java, they will remember standards only, but not Java. At that stage, only object reference method call is the concentration, not coding standards teaching is the concentration.
Okay.
Right, like that.
Sir, but please share some coding standards also when you get that.
You as classes progress, you will be understanding, sir. Don't worry.
Yeah. So
Hello, sir. This is Raghav Ganguly. I have one question. In industry, which database software is used and so much popular? MySQL or Oracle, Postgres?
Sir, it is a big question. Sir, it is some street level or somewhere, buy one, get one offer will be there. You know that?
Yes.
You purchase anything, you buy one, get one offers are there, na sir? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Same story here also. Behind the scenes. For example, MySQL. It does not have all industrial strength features will not be there in that. It is open source. A software company to have license for a full-fledged RDBMS like Oracle, they have to pay even crores also. Okay, that is why in production means when they installed into bank people will buy the top level IBM's, okay, a DB2, like that they buy. But development time, why software company should spend that much? That's why they go for open source generally. But when it goes to production, means a real project is installed, na? MySQL cannot face it. It does not have all the features. Security level and all. Are you getting please what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then what is buy one get one offer, sir? You may think. No. So you know what is buy one get one offer? It is beyond your understanding. Maybe I'll try for 1 minute, exactly 1 minute. Sir, to run the web application, that server is required, na? Web server is required or not?
Yes, sir. Required.
There is WebLogic, one server is there. WebLogic, one server is there. WebSphere, one server is there. Okay. WebSphere is the most robust server in the world. WebLogic also not bad. WebSphere is from IBM company. WebLogic from Oracle Corporation. But see, they say, IBM says, you buy WebSphere from us, I will give you DB2. Free. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, there are so many factors behind. For a developer, which DBMS used in all that, it is unnecessary thinking and unnecessary burden. Remove from that garbage from head. Learn SQL. More than 98% of the syntax is common. Some data types and stored procedures, stored functions, time some syntax may be different. Otherwise, maximum SQL is common. Don't worry, concentrate on learning queries rather than the DBMS product vendor. Clear, please?
Sir, time to time, data will become very large, big data. So now
That
big
is
data
beyond.
technology
That
is
is,
there.
sir, that is beyond. You go to data science class, not for Java class, please.
For
Don't
Java
worry about
developer,
all those.
SQL is enough, sir.
Sir, that is, please remember, okay, it is beyond our duty, please. Okay, it is not the course. Your question is beyond our course, please. Right? Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Any other student?
Yes, sir. I have another question.
Ask.
Like in Java, there is a version set Java 8, Java 11, Java 17. Like in JDBC, is there any versions is there or not?
Yeah, 4 version is there and all. But once upon a time we were wondering about versions and all. But now version 4, it is not visible to you like. Okay. And that's all. That's all. 4, version 4.
Okay.
It is not visible to you anywhere. So you need not worry about that. Yes, sir. Anybody?
Hello, sir.
Some people are asking, sir. Sir, please, why for closing the connection? In the program, you will tell, please. Notes not downloaded. Contact admin people. Closing method related to security, some bit of security. But our job security main. Resource releasing is mandatory. Why? In the program, I will tell. Yes, sir. Any student can ask.
Sir, that database server and that database is different or?
Very good question. Very good question. I wanted to teach that in the regular class part only. But people may run away. If I teach more concepts, current generation students are unable to digest and they are feeling not understanding and they are running away. That's why I did not touch that. You asked a beautiful question. Okay,
Yeah,
I will explain.
little bit. So that.
Okay, I'll explain, please. All 109 students, they will enjoy now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please observe, what is database? First question is, what is database? Database is not MySQL or DB2 or MongoDB or Oracle or Sybase or SQL Server. Wrong. You know what is database? A collection of tables of the project. A collection of tables and associated data, the triggers, the relationships, the exceptions of that. That is nothing but a database. Why that much headache? Database different. Database server different. DBMS, RDBMS. These are synonyms. Please observe this. Database server, DBMS, RDBMS. They are one and the same. But database is different. What is database? Collection of tables of the project and data stored in those tables. That is database. Please remember, whenever a Java program wants to get the data from the database, this is Java program. Java program cannot talk to database actually. Database means data is stored in the flat files. Between database means storage. But then how Java program is communicating? There is a software called DBMS. Which software? DBMS. Database Management System. So, when our Java program is sending an SQL statement, DBMS software is receiving that via driver. And database means tables and the data stored in the flat files in the hard disk. Database tables data is stored in the hard disk. Technically, Java program cannot communicate with tables and database, please. So, always database is hosted onto the DBMS. This DBMS software only knows how data organized in the database. So, Java program is talking to whom? Please speak out, those who asked me the doubt. Tell me, Java program is talking to database or DBMS software?
DBMS software.
What is the other name for DBMS? Database server software.
Database server software.
DBMS, so many types of DBMS are there. One of them is RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. So please remember, Java program is always talking to whom?
MS software.
DBMS software or RDBMS software or database server software. In turn, internally that software will deal with the database. You have got the clarity or not?
Yeah. I got the clarity, sir.
Very good, sir. Any other
Thank
doubt, please? Any other students? Doubts, please.
Sir,
Another
this is
five,
Aparna.
6 minutes I'll be available. Yes, please.
Sir, actually, initially you had told that Java program
Your
will
name,
use.
please. Your name, please.
Yeah, I'm Aparna, sir.
Yeah, please. Ask the question.
Yeah. Initially, in the first step, you have told that we will do the connection with the driver manager. So here, DBMS and driver manager both are same.
No. Driver manager, Java side internally.
Okay.
Program time, you will get clarity.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any others?
Sir, that JDBC client will sends always in the form of object type, sir. That data will be Java program.
Java object, how understandable to DBMS? DBMS is nowhere related to Java. No?
That driver manager, it will SQL it will translate it into
Not a driver
SQL
manager. Not a driver manager. It is a driver.
driver. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, please. Any other questions? Sir, that's why. Please wait up to first program. My theory will make you 50% understanding. Program will make you 100% understanding. Any more doubts, please? Somebody is asking, can we say DBMS as a translation between server and Java? It's a blunder. No. DBMS is nothing but a database server. Database management system is nothing but a database server software. Database is maintained by database server. Database means tables and data of the project. Translation software is a driver. After course completion, any certificate, course completion certificate will be provided, and we'll do some mini project like all the concepts clubbing. One project like also we'll do in advanced. Database means tables of the project. Tables. Database is equal to tables of the project plus associated data stored in those tables.
What are the different types of database servers? Different types of database server.
You have to contact a theoretical DBMS subject or Oracle batch, sir, not a Java class. But still I will answer, not to upset you. DBMS, database management system. Other name is database server. That's it. DBMSs are so many types. Okay. Object OODBMS, network DBMS, or DBMS. Network based DBMS not much in use. OODBMS almost a failure, and RDBMS only almost people using in the industry. So your question is how many types of database servers? Indirectly the question is how many types of DBMSs are there? My answer is 3 types of DBMSs: network DBMS, OODBMS, object-oriented database management system, and relational database management system. Other two are not in use, only RDBMS in use. Sir, you got the clarity?
Yes, sir. Does MongoDB all comes in RDBS or unstructured?
Sir, that is beyond this area. Okay. Contact that appropriate code. Yes, sir. Any students? Somebody is asking, sir, Java is platform independent, but database is platform dependent or independent? First of all, you don't know what is database. Okay, please attend Oracle class and try to learn what database is. Please, more elaborately you learn there. Yeah, 1 more minute I can provide answer, please. 9:30 I stop. I think that's it.
Thank you, sir. Great session, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.